Hello Aquarius, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your February 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. Before we begin, let me wish you a happy birthday if it is your birthday this month. I hope you have a really delightful birthday and you get everything that you want. So with that said, your first card representing your current outside influences right at the beginning of the month is the Two of Swords. This is a card that talks about a close relationship, bonding, partnership, usually of a deep and romantic nature, but sometimes it can also talk about um, affiliation in a more business sense or something like that, and maybe even sometimes friendship. But it is saying that this is a significant factor for you at the beginning of the month. You're focused on a close relationship, and if it's not that for you, because for some of you a relationship probably is something that's just not what you're looking for at all right now. It's talking about objectivity, as well as even just again, working with other people in a more work related or business type sense. So, for what may help or hinder you, you have the Death card. This is saying that you want to embrace change and deep transformation this month. I absolutely love the Death card because it's actually a very positive and very important card, because it's talking about the deep-rooted issues that we normally don't talk about, the deep issues that lurk in our subconscious that sometimes surface, and when we deal with them, we are transformed by them and grow from them. The Death card is encouraging you this month to embrace those issues, to face them, and to deal with them. And it did come up reversed when I pulled the cards, and that's implying that you may be resisting this change this month. In fact, you might be clinging to this close relationship and being maybe a little too focused on that at times, and not making room for change and transformation in your life. And it could even be that you want to allow that close relationship to grow and transform, as indicated by the Death card here. So a couple of possibilities there for you to consider. Your underlying energy is the Six of Swords reversed. This is stagnation, blockage, inhibition, restriction. It's also defensiveness. And so you have that kind of underlying energy going on, which again is kind of what is making me think that you might be feeling a little bit too stuck in this, or maybe just not wanting to change, or not wanting to embrace change and transformation fully this month. For the past, you have the Fool reversed. This is representing the past and issues that you've had to deal with. This is again a fear of change and more inhibition, repression, restriction, a lack of spontaneity, not fully being oneself, not expressing one's individuality completely, can also be feeling weighed down and burdened. So that is again the resistance to change that you might have going on, or that you likely have going on, and the cards are encouraging you to embrace that change, to embrace the transformation. Now, interestingly enough, when I did the last spread for Capricorn, they got these exact same cards here in these exact same positions, and they were both reversed like they are for you. And the message for Capricorn was, at least as far as we've gone so far, largely the same for you guys, which was to embrace change and transformation, but especially to embrace change. So, if there are any Capricorns in your life, maybe that's relevant too. I'm just mentioning it in case that is of interest for you. And well, just to give you an idea, I didn't just do that spread for Capricorn and then go right to this one and get these two cards. I actually did a whole different spread for myself and then shuffled the cards again and did this one, and these two showed up. So, I guess when something like that happens, I think it's probably not a coincidence. And so the cards might be kind of trying to say something about that, especially since, again, the cards were pretty well shuffled and this still happened. So there you go. Capricorn also pulled the King of Cups reversed, which is coming up later, interestingly enough. But anyway, enough about that. Let us move on. For what you hope to achieve, you have the Six of Wands reversed. This is like saying that you're wanting to be out of the public eye for some reason this month. You don't want to deal with a lot of other people. You don't want to deal with the public. You're perfectly fine dealing with this close interpersonal relationship if you've got that going on, but you don't want to be around a lot of other people. And you may even be feeling defensive about being around other people, and you're saying that you just want to go about your day-to-day activities. Notice these are sixes. We have 3 sixes here. 6, 6, 6. That's the house of Virgo, and that's talking about your day-to-day activities. And so you're saying that you want to go about your day-to-day activities and not be bothered by a lot of other people or bothered by the concerns with the public and public image. Like the Six of Wands is a lot about dealing with the public and like your public image, your public reputation. And so when it's reversed, it's like you're saying that you don't want to deal with that. Now, for the near future, we have the Lovers card. And so, a couple of possibilities here. When we look at this as well as the Two of Swords, this could be a time early in the month of decision making or a big important decision that you need to make regarding some area of your life. The Lovers can also refer to higher education and learning, so you may be involved with a lot of that. And this may even be one of the times where the Lovers card actually does refer to a lover, in that we have the Two of Swords here, again, the close personal relationship. And even the Eight of Wands coming up. The Eight of Wands can be associated with love from time to time. But it's also a card of logic and the intellect and like scientific analysis. So you may have some of that going on, and that ties back into the Two of Swords. It's about objectivity, rational thinking, investigation, research. So that kind of energy going on early in the month for you, Aquarius. Now, for your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have the Eight of Wands. This is really good news. This is you are feeling very extroverted and action-oriented and enthusiastic and energetic and vital and alive. It's also a card talking about fast change, so you may be trying to get a lot done in a short period of time. Again, like if you are a student, since the Lovers here refers to higher education and learning, expect this to be a busy time, having a lot to study or a lot to get done relating to school and learning. But it is a very positive card. It's not like you feel weighed down by a lot of things to do. It's like saying that you feel very motivated and very energetic about it, and like you're working against the clock, but you're almost enjoying the pressure in some way. For the outside force coming in, we have the King of Cups reversed. Now, I've got to be honest, when the King of Cups reversed shows up in this position of the outside force coming in, he's talking about bad news. Now, this could be a failed romance, it could be false friends, it could be delayed travel, and it could be overturned expectations in general. Now, the Eight of Wands here is also talking about travel. So, if you are planning on traveling, this may be delays. And the Lover's card also can sometimes talk about the change of residence or the change of domestic setting. So if you are planning on moving and or traveling, there might be something later in the month that delays your travel. Now, whatever bad news this is, I wouldn't worry about it too much because the outcome card is largely a positive one here, so it apparently doesn't affect you too badly. But, bad news, that's just a way of, or it's a common enough thing in life. It's just something that we all have to deal with from time to time. So, don't freak out about it, just accept it if it comes your way and move on with your life. Now, with this being a court card, this may also be an adult male water sign who comes into your life later in the month, who causes you some trouble or is bothersome to you in some way. So be on the lookout for that because he is reversed, so that's saying that he's likely to cause trouble in some way. So it could be a person, it could be just bad news, or it could even be both. A person who brings bad news. Who knows? For your hopes or fears, you have the Ace of Cups reversed. This is kind of going back to some of the stuff we talked about earlier, more of that. This is, you're saying that you're hoping to put up strong, healthy boundaries between yourself and a lot of other people. Again, so you can go about your day-to-day activities with not a lot of interference or distraction. This is less concerned with the welfare of others. So again, you're kind of, at least you're hoping to anyway, because this is hopes or fears, you're hoping to find it within yourself to put yourself first. And if if you know what I advocate, you know that I am a strong advocate of putting yourself first whenever necessary, because you've got to put yourself first. You got to make sure that you're in order before you can properly assist anyone else anyway. But that's just my opinion. So the choice is all yours. Now, this is hopes or fears, so on the fears side of things, notice we've got this up here, and again we've got the Death card for what may help or hinder. The Ace of Cups reversed in a more negative sense can talk about pain and depression and despair. You may be afraid of going through a necessary, or at least recommended, transformation as indicated by the Death card here, because of the pain and the depression or despair even that might be brought up by facing those deep-seated issues. But again, the cards are basically advising you to do it anyway, to face your fears and confront those deep-seated issues, and don't let them hold you down, because so much growth and so much freedom and lightening of lightening of the load, like the Fool card talks about when upright, can happen as a result of that. So that's some more things to, or those are some more things to keep in mind. For the outcome of the month of February 2017, you have the Eight of Cups reversed. Like I said, this is a largely positive card. This is indicating that you face the facts and do the right thing. This is indicating that you're making better decisions. Remember earlier we had the theme of decision making. This is a card of improved relations and overcoming blockages, overcoming inhibition, overcoming repression, better times, better feeling. It can also sometimes indicate just walking away from an unwanted situation, walking away from something that is painful, that doesn't serve you. You know, it's a card of doing what you have to do in order to grow or in order to feel better, generally speaking. And so it could be saying that while earlier in the month you're struggling to embrace this transformative energy, by the end of the month you likely have. Now, if you instead take a dark path through this month, like say you're someone that didn't even watch this video, you know, doesn't really know about the advice of the death card or anything we're talking about here because you didn't watch the video, and you end up taking a dark path through the month. Well, the Eight of Cups reversed can talk about being overly altruistic, putting others first too much. Here we go back to the Ace of Cups reverse. Being like hopelessly altruistic and thinking that your own emotional needs are unimportant. And so basically just don't do that, don't let that happen. But fortunately, since you've watched this video and you have this advice, the most likely outcome for you is going to be that you just feel better. You just do whatever you have to do to feel better and to enjoy life more and to have improved relations with other people and to undergo the transformation that you should go through as indicated by the double eights here, which is Scorpio, and also the death card, which is ruled by Scorpio. To undergo that transformation and to even enjoy the process of that transformation, to find it joyful, to find it delightful, to feel the relief of dealing with these issues, of cleaning up your energy or cleaning up your vibration or whatever you want to call it. So that's really great, Aquarius. I congratulate you for facing facts and doing the right thing, as we see at the end of the month here. So, this month you got 3 6s, that's Virgo energy, and 2 8s, that's Scorpio energy. So a lot of that kind of energy in your mix this month. So that's something else to take into consideration. But overall, looks like a pretty damn good month for you guys, for the sign of Aquarius. Some deep transformation going on, but if you embrace that energy, you're gonna be feeling quite good, and by the end of the month, you know, you're gonna be in this like transformed, more almost want to say blissful, but like a relieved state, like a state of relief, of feeling a lot better. So one more time, happy birthday, Aquarius. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Aquarius for the month of February 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.